The standardized testing debate coming back into focus as the Department of Education says assessments must go on even during a pandemic.
The decision is in response to the state of Michigan's request to forego those tests for a second time. 7 Action News reporter Brian Abel getting reaction from the state and educators.
A new reality today for school districts across Michigan. Normal, standardized testing must be done despite a year that was anything but normal. The state requested a waiver of the test late January. The Department of Education sending the notice denying that request Monday, writing in part, "We need to understand the impact COVID-19 has had on learning and identify what resources and supports students need," adding, "Parents need information on how their children are doing."
We don't need a test to tell us that. We don't need a standardized test that is supposed to be a measurement of a student's growth in a normal school year that they haven't been through.
The American Federation of Teachers president calling the decision frustrating and a missed opportunity. The Department of Education is allowing states some flexibility to move the assessments to summer or fall and request a waiver to be excluded from accountability measures. Does that not alleviate some pressure on teachers that are feeling that from the higher ups that, hey, we still have to hit these metrics?
Is ultimately a good thing, but again, raises the question of what is the point of giving the test in the first place? What is the point of taking students' time up in the classroom to prep them and ultimately test them with these tests if there's no consequence to them, if there's no purpose to it?
The test can be taken at home. Some teachers, like Detroit Public Schools 9th grade educator Tori Anderson, already questioning their accuracy.
What happens if the student's technology isn't working? What happens in Detroit? We've already seen this with evidence that parents are essentially helping their students with their tests. The data is going to be not only unreliable, but it's more than likely not even going to be valid data because of the testing environment.
Anderson adds that there are also mental health issues to consider. Students who have already had their education upended by this pandemic, then getting a negative assessment. Now, the state says that they are working on a response to the Department of Education, and they will have something later this evening. For 7 Action News, I'm Brian Abel.